Hello and welcome to this edition of You and the Law. You and the Law sets out to discuss the basic issues of law in society for the understanding of everyone, including issues in the breaking news. In this edition, we look into what the legal implication might be should Iyorcha Ayu, chairman of the PDP, be compelled to resign from office or be removed. In recent time, there have been calls from governors led by Governor Wike of Rivers State for Iyorcha Ayu to resign his position. What are the issues of law in this call for resignation? To answer this question, we shall rely mainly on the constitution of the PDP. The first issue of law is that Ayu was elected to serve for 4 years. You can find this in Article 47 of the Constitution of the PDP, which says, and I quote, "All national, zonal, state, local government area and ward officers of the party shall hold office for a term of 4 years." End of quote. These officers can be re-elected for, quote, "another term and no more." End of quote. That means Ayu, who was only recently elected into the office of chairman of the PDP, can insist on his right to remain in office till sometime in 2026 or thereabout. Ayu can be removed from office before the expiration of the 4 years, but that can only be done by the National Convention of the party. By the Constitution of the party, the National Convention shall have the power to, quote, "elect or remove a national officer of the party." End of quote. You can find this in Article 33 sub 2 of the Constitution of the PDP. So, Governor Wike and co. will therefore have to convene a national convention of the party to remove Iyorcha Ayu. Cogent and verifiable reasons of gross misconduct or gross inability to lead the party as chairman must be properly tabled before the national convention to pull this through. Note that the national convention is a special convention of the party and does not hold every day. Note also that Governor Wike and his friends alone cannot convene the national convention of the party. Note, however, that Ayu can voluntarily resign on his own. He can also be easily replaced in the event of death. Other than these two instances, the due process of the constitution of the party must be strictly followed if Ayu must go. To achieve this, you need the cooperation of several persons across the country in the party. It is a whole lot of work, I must say. Wike and his group are of the submission that the resignation of Ayu will bring equity to the party. Their complaint is that the southern part of Nigeria is not fairly represented in the current national executive of the party, for which reason Wike says Ayu must go. But the critical question here is, will the resignation of Ayu bring the needed equity to the south? This takes us back to the constitution of the party, which provides, and I quote, "If a national chairman resigns or is removed, he shall hand over to the deputy national chairman from his own region or part of the country, who shall act as the national chairman." End of quote. You can see this in Article 46 of the Constitution of PDP. The person will hold office until such time that an election will be held at the National Convention for its replacement. Another provision of the Constitution of PDP says, and I quote, "Where a vacancy occurs in any of the offices of the party, the executive committee at the appropriate level shall appoint another person from the area or zone where the officer originated from to serve out the tenure of the officer." You can find this in Article 47 sub 6 of the Constitution of the PDP. So, from the Constitution of the PDP, If Ayu resigns or is removed, he has to be replaced by the Deputy National Chairman, representing the same part of the country where Ayu is from. Ayu is not from the southern part of the country, where Governor Wike and his co-agitators are from. It therefore means that the removal or resignation of Ayu might not offer any solution to the agitation of Governor Wike and his southern colleagues like Governor Makinde of Oyo State, Governor Iyorcha Ayu of Abia State, and Governor Otom, who incidentally is from the same state with Ayu. The reason here is simple. If Ayu resigns, he will, by the constitution of the PDP, be replaced with the Deputy National Chairman of the party from the same zone with Ayu. We do hope you have learned one or two things about the constitution of the PDP and the legal implications of Governor Wike's demand for Ayu's resignation. Many thanks for watching this edition of You and the Law, and do remember to subscribe to this channel for regular notifications. I remain your host, your friend and lawyer, Ekemi Nudim.